Hello, hello. Hey, Hyper Viper, what's up? How's it going? Auto lick day? Yeah, for a lot of people, for sure. Yeah, it's quite the day. Did pretty good myself. Passed a few evals. Blew a few, you know. Made money on the funded. Made money on the personal. So not too bad. Just wait for a few more people to get in here and we'll talk about it. Hey, Dan Emmons, what's up? Exclamation point Pine in the giveaway, for the giveaway. I'm gonna do it at 3 o'clock Eastern. That's right, pine trees. Yeah, John, for sure. I mean, it did sweep the high. Like the overnight, like we were talking about. But, I mean, it just kind of felt like we were gonna break, and then it just, of course, it just teased and went up until market open. That was last night. We were putting in these little, that flag area. But yeah, quite the dump. Visible ID, what's up? Brian, what's up? What's going on? I am here. I have been trading a little bit. We'll talk about it in just a minute. It was a good day. Very positive day. So I really, this account right here I can trade, but I really don't have any more accounts to trade, guys. So we're gonna, hang here for an hour or so. Do a giveaway at 3 o'clock. Exclamation point pine in the chat. Hey Sherry, how's it going? Oh, thanks Brian. Yeah, I'm starting to feel better. I'm still a little congested, but getting much better. Dan Evans paid off all my debts today. Oh man, that's awesome. Car note, personal loans, remainder of my credit cards. I was close on Sunday, 100% done today. Grind. That's awesome, Dan, man. That's awesome. That's what I love about that gig work. I had to do that last year. I ended up getting a little deep with some credit cards, trying to finish a house that I was trying to flip, and I got in a little bit of credit card debt, and with Home Depot and Lowe's, they were all 0%, but I had to wait till I sold the house to be able to pay it off. So in the meantime, I was grinding those gig apps, and then just paying down on it as I was working, So glad to hear that, Dan. Happy for you. Visible ID. Sherry on the 1 minute NQ. Does it look like an inverted head and shoulder pattern? So yeah, guys, you must have a PayPal, please. I still haven't worked on getting another app, but yeah, PayPal. Yeah, just exclamation point pine, Sherry. Like this. Hey David Snyder, what's up? What's going on? So we're gonna run that at 3 o'clock. Just a little thank you to you guys for using my code PINE on Bulenox and Apex. So how did everyone else do today? So today was a pretty good day. Made 250 on the master accounts. I did fail a few. $15 evaluations. I did pass this one, and I'm working on this one right now just to have an extra. Apex accounts, looking pretty good. The funded accounts all green. Past a 25K. And my funded futures passed a starter account and up 442 on this funded account. So also made 380 bucks on the personal account. So that's gonna put us up about 400 bucks for the year on the personal account. So back to green. So overall, it was a good day. Good morning. I'm sure some other people are gonna ask, so I'll probably have to repeat it, but TCG Andy, what's going on? All right, John, take care, man. Have a great weekend. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this weekend. Sherry asked a question about the 1 minute chart. Yeah, sort of, Sherry. A little bit of head and shoulders. I don't really trade that pattern too often, but yeah, definitely. I mean, we're just super bearish right now, guys. Until you see like a giant boner candle, I would just not try to fade. Thank you, Sherry. Yeah, I get distracted, Sherry, sorry. I have like OCD and everything else, and I get distracted. But yeah, I'm glad you guys are hanging out. Friday afternoon. Like I said, I don't really have that many accounts to trade except this eval, which is up 839 bucks. And we are just in a slow grind down, so this probably won't be a very long stream. So yeah, no problem, Sherry. Anytime. So very exciting. I got some exciting news today. It'll be good for the channel. Probably some of you guys already heard or whatever, but Methodical Man's gonna have me come on his stream and do a little dual stream thing with him at some point, probably in a week or so. So that'll be good for my channel, I hope, because he's got a pretty decent sized following, so I'm pretty excited about that. Nervous but excited. But he seems like a pretty cool guy. Been following him for, well, pretty much a year now. And yeah, he seems like the type of dude that I probably could hang out with. So I think it's gonna be fun. But I'll definitely let you guys know when that's gonna happen. I haven't put in a casting couch video to Top Step or anything yet to try to go on there, so yeah, I'm looking forward to the weekend. I'm in need for a spa day. I need a haircut, and anxious to just, I don't know. I gotta get some chores done around the house. That's for sure. So I've been sick and then streaming and trading and just, I don't know, it's been tiresome. So in case you guys don't know, I want to let you guys know that, just for your information, let me see if I can find it again. On Top Step, So there is some like rules and stuff that have been coming out. I'm gonna pull this up on Twitter. Hey Butch, what's up? Oh, trading went great today, Butch, actually. Just a really solid, I felt like I saw the market correctly. Made some nice trades here. All the funded accounts are green. This one was a sacrifice, 25K account. I sent them at open. Pass one. Bulanox is green. Ended up passing in my funded futures. It's just a good day. Hey Lassie. Yeah, thank you, Butch. So anyways, what I was talking about here, just so you guys are aware, just so that you guys don't do it, Top Step has been, you know, kind of on the chopping block to some traders and stuff. And, you know, this might not apply to you guys at all, but I just want you to be aware. So this guy, Coda Trading, I don't know anything about him or anything, but Michael Patak did respond to this. So basically he got banned, or at least put on probation, for hedging his evaluation accounts. So like I sometimes do on Apex and Bulanox, Top Step, do not do that. I know it's difficult to do it with Top Step anyway, but he ended up sending 5 contracts long, 5 contracts short. They flagged it right here, and all his active funded accounts are closed. Payouts will not be processed, and he's limited to a single 50K combine, and as long as he trades that combine the correct way for the next 3 months, yeah, for the next 3 months, and they will reevaluate his account and yeah, and possibly reactivate his account. So anyways, I just want you guys to know that they are cracking down on those types of rules. So just be aware. I don't want to see any of my peeps, you know, get to a payout or something with Top Step, and then they say, well, you didn't get your funded account correctly or didn't do it the right way, and get denied. So anyways, I agree, Dan. I agree 100%. This is actually a little suspicious to me, Dan. It kind of confirms that there's probably, I don't know, there's got to be something coming down the pike, right? It's got to be. I don't know. As far as regulations go. But anyways, I just want you guys to be aware so that way you don't degen your Top Steps and stuff. But it sounds to me like he was like hedging like 30 accounts too. So, but they don't like that. And I'm a little surprised when it came to the evals. I mean, I could really see it on funded accounts, but it's a little sus to me when it comes to being that nitpicky on evals. So, anyways, that's my spiel. Yeah, right, Dan. Yeah, and then the fact that, like, I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think he did get denied a payout because of that. And I 100% do not agree. I know for a fact that that rule was in the Top Step agreement. I do know that about hedging, and it did not specify whether it's, you know, evals or funded. But if Top Step's gonna be transparent about exactly why they're banning people and actually printing like time stamping and stuff, that's pretty good, because you know that some props don't do that. So I don't know, but I don't like the fact that they waited until someone gets to a payout, or goes to apply for a payout, and then say, no, we looked into your combines, and then you didn't trade your evals and combines the right way, and then deny them a payout. I don't like that. But anyways, that's my spiel. Continuing the grind down now. I don't want to trade those accounts. This eval I got pulled up here just for trader entertainment. To be honest with you guys, I don't have any funded accounts or even my personal account that I want to trade at all, because everything is looking pretty green. So, and $400 on the personal account is a good day's pay. So yeah. I'm really actually kind of upset about the. We can talk about the trading that I made this morning. I made a tweet about this. See here. If you guys are on X or whatever, you can follow me on X there, Pine Tree Trader. But yeah, I just put inside bar break or bear flag break. Both strats came together for one. And this is a trade I took. It was a one and done trade I took on my copy trading my funded Apex accounts. And this was the 5-minute chart from this morning. And this was just a textbook play, really. Of course, in hindsight, it'd been nice to held it the rest of the day. But I took to like 15 points or so, and then just called it on those accounts. So got a nice push down, put in a bear flag, and then we put an inside bar, which was a trigger, and then we broke the bear flag and the inside bar at the same time. So that was just like an A+ setup. So just a nice trade there. I took a nice trade as I left the house to head to the gym today. It's funny because I was listening to Methodical Man, and I took this trade here to pass this evaluation. And I can't remember exactly what I needed, but I ended up hitting the top here at 2017. And so I just left the order on. And this was passed right here. And I ended up just going to the gym, and I was actually listening to Methodical Man's stream and waiting for this 967 to hit, through his stream, instead of like having it up on like the chart on my phone or anything. So, and then it hit, so I was like, yes, I knew I passed. So yeah, I passed that one. So yeah, just a few nice trades this morning. How did everyone else do? Could have been a little rough. Hey Ming, what's up? TWT5, yeah, where is Travis? What's up? Bring him in here. He's probably streaming. I think he is streaming today. Guys got me once. Sorry. Thank you, Butch. See, once I'm over the cold, I probably won't do that as much. I keep hitting the cough button. Yeah, so Butch, like, you can try like something like this, like on days where it's trendy. You know, even if you put like the 9 EMA or something on the 5 minute. I don't know, just kind of, you know, look for little touches or something, write it down. That can help sometimes, or I don't know. But yeah, it's super tough. It's either people made a lot of money today or they blew up everything. You know, that's what happens during trend days because people don't expect them. I mean, the 1 minute chart is just insane. But yeah, it definitely was a good day to try to pass evals and things like that. Especially when they're $15. Right, Butch, yep. No, I hear you. Another, like, you get Friday trend days like this, which happens a lot on Fridays, believe it or not, up or down. And the other days that are tough is like when you're at all-time highs. You know, those can be tough days too, to try to pick the tops. Because you're at all-time highs, you know. But the saying is never short all-time highs, which is a silly saying, but it's true. It's kind of like the market can just keep going higher. The market could just keep going lower, just, you know, just the way it is. Hey Trader 205, what's up? Yeah, Butch, that was the thing, yeah. That was the rug pull. I mean, same with like gold, right? Gold is pushing up now, but we reached all-time highs and then immediately pulls back. I don't trade gold that often. I don't follow it that much, but everyone thinks we're going to 3,000, right? So yeah, it's one of those things. Just looking at gold here. While Nasdaq's continuing to go lower. I'm gonna maybe just try for a little bounce. Can never remember if it's right or left click with this Project X. It drives me nuts. Looking for a 700 psych level bounce maybe, just for a scalp. Get my order at 701. Some of those psych levels have been paying big time. Just big fat numbers. Trader 205, I ended up going along a couple of times, being stupid, got stopped out, then I got frustrated, and then went on an 8.0 Richter scale tilt. Sorry, Trader 205. But we had a tilt day this week, too. I had one this week. See what I got for a bracket set up here. $223 we got for a time. We had some trader called out 799 on Methodical Man's stream. Called it out right around this time, like right around 11 o'clock or so. So we're headed to 799. It's pretty funny. It's a good call. Everyone was kind of thinking, I think even Methodical was thinking we might get a little bounce from here, and he kept thinking, we're going 799. Well, now we're at 700. So definitely a Friday bearish day. Got that order here, 701 if we get there. It's a little psych level bounce play. Just on an eval. Just to try it. I've been thinking like all day, like, why didn't I take that bounce off the 900 or the 800 or the 22,000, things like that. So I'm gonna try it now and probably get wrecked, probably blast right through it, go to 600. These are still pretty big moves, pretty big candles, guys. If I go to 10s like this, you can see the size. For this time of day on a Friday, these are pretty big moves. I mean, you could still, you know, pass evals and stuff. Probably should have just shorted into the 701. Let's see if we can get it. Oop, a little tag there. 705, someone front running it. See something front running that right there. Nope, see if we get tagged here. 702. Come on. They're tagged in there. See if we can get a little 700 bounce. Getting that bounce there. Is it good for 10 points? Don't seem like it. I'll move the stop up though. Broke down below it a little bit. There's a little bounce. That's the reaction we wanted to see. But let's see if we can get a few points here. Look for like 12 points. Yeah, we got it right there, 250 bucks. That's that psych level. This has been happening all week, guys. These psych level bounces for like 10 points. So that was more of less than an experiment, but it worked. Didn't take that much drawdown. What, maybe 5 points? So up a grand, 1100 almost on this valuation, but if I do that, I don't like putting it exactly on the whole number. I don't know why. Pet peeve. Now it breaks through. That's the other thing it likes to do, guys, is on these big fat hold numbers, it likes to push up, or it might like to bounce off it. It very rarely likes to go straight through it like that, you know? So it'll have that bounce, and then it turns around and busts through. Whether it's, you know, a bullish day or a bearish day, but those big fat whole numbers. E-trading, what's up? Rose, what's up? What's going on? How do I see my entries? Oh, I don't like it on this anyway. I don't like it on this. It doesn't show like little arrows and stuff like it does here. See, this I don't mind. On this, I think it shows like a bunch of... Oh, let's look. Show chart executions. Yeah. I don't know. I guess it's alright for now. On the 1 minute chart, probably wouldn't be as bad. Still got this annoying cough, guys. Can't seem to shake it. What's going on, Brose? How was your day? Ours was awesome. Mine was awesome. I know when I first started trading, like I hated days like today. I really did. I would get smoked bad. But then, you know, you get more of a feel of the market and what Nasdaq's gonna do just from a lot of chart time, staring at the screens. So, but it's definitely a scary market. A little bounce there. 660, 670. Trying to put in a little bounce there. That's a... I mean, that was a pretty good flush there, down through the 700s, and that's a pretty bullish reaction up out of it. So, kind of curious what this does. Now, it would be interesting if you end up putting in some sort of buy candle, like we did. Boy, it looks so small. Yesterday. So we come crashing down yesterday, right? So we came crashing down at the open and then put in this giant buy tail harami candle, and never went below it the rest of the day. So, but for now, bearish. This is actually Buellanox e-trading. I do trade Top Step, but no, I have PAs, Apexes here. I have my funded futures, and I trade my personal account as well. I also trade Tradeify and Take Profit Trader. But I don't have any Tradeify accounts, and then my Take Profit Trader I just blew this week after getting somewhere around 2,500 in payouts. Yeah, no problem, e-trading. I don't think I've seen you in the chat before. Welcome, by the way. And thank you for the sub. If you just subbed, I might have missed. Hey, John King, what's up? I took a big hit yesterday on all 6 of my accounts. Saved 3 today and lost 3. Oh. Sorry to hear that, John. It was definitely a tough day for people. Nice little inside bar here. Kind of consolidating down here below the 700s. Between 670 and 700. We are working on Buellanox evaluation, even though this is like an extra one. I passed one today. Here. I failed like 3. And then the funded accounts are green today, so. But this one we're working on for practice. Practice? Who needs practice? Sort of, yeah, e-trading. Especially like consistent prop firm accounts. So when they have a consistency, that you have to abide by, like 30%, 20%, or 40%. If I make, like today, this was a one trade. Like I just made one trade. So, it's just, if I make that one trade for like 15 points or so with one mini, then I call it for the day. Company like Top Step, where they don't have any consistency, it's like I tend to overtrade and I struggle a little bit because I'm trying to get more profits. I get greedy. So yeah, so I kind of have a daily target, but it's more based on feel than an actual, like I'm gonna make 500 a day type thing. It's like, no, I don't really do that. Like today I made that trade on the personal account for $400 or $380, and to me that's a good day's pay on the personal account. So that's just a one trade and I was done. I don't even want to touch it. Yeah, no problem, e-trading. Thanks for the question. Exclamation point Pine in the chat, guys. We're doing a $30 giveaway. You must have PayPal. We only have we only have 10 people in the giveaway so far, so there we go. Hey, no, what's up? Oops, sorry guys. Nasdaq's continuing to come down. Thanks guys for entering the giveaway. Darren, what's going on? Been a crazy month. Yeah, no, it was a good day today. I mean, for me, a lot of people had some trouble, and that's to be understood. We just take this day as a learning experience, and hopefully it didn't cost you guys that much money. But yeah. So yeah, we're just kind of consolidating down here at 700s, between 700s, 6.7s. Putting in two inside bars here. Kind of interesting. Is this the bottom? Can't really say, you know. Don't want to predict bottoms, but so you guys have a good chance of winning today for the giveaway. Appreciate you guys hanging out. It's Friday. I know it's Friday afternoon. A lot of people are done trading. They're not hanging out. Some people are trying to get back losses, probably. So I'm glad you guys are hanging out. We'll do the giveaway here in 15-20 minutes or so. Really not too much to talk about as far as the market is right now. I mean, it's just kind of. But if you're a new subscriber or anything and you got some questions for me, whatever, I'm an open book. Nothing really offends me, so unless you're just a blatant troll. Gold broke that trend line there. We weren't watching it. That was a very similar pattern that we ended up taking last night on stream. We ended up taking a gold short on something very similar to this. So even though I'm not much of a trend line trader, sometimes when you see just these uptrends like that on gold and you get a few touches and then you can get that breaks of those trend lines. And yeah, TCG Andy, and I have you on my PayPal, so I should be able to find you pretty good. But yeah, I just wanted to get back to you guys. You guys have been using my code PINE for... Yeah, I can do that. I already did, Steven, but I can do that again, sure. So we made some good trades here. My funded futures, I ended up trying to go long and short on this break of the inside bar here. This one I got to pass this account. This was an evaluation account. This one I ended up passing on this short here. Really not too much to say about that. I was kind of waiting for, I believe just before this gap, I was seeing if this gap would hold up here. So I ended up just taking a short there. The trade of the day really was right here. Let's see if I can find it. I don't remember what count it was. Anyways, it was right here. I ended up tweeting about it, Steven. So this was a really nice setup that I love. So you guys, if you guys watch my channel at all, I love my inside bars, the inside bar breaks. And this one was just an awesome trade that I ended up taking across a few accounts here. And we basically pushed down here, put in a flag pattern. Just let me see if I can just zoom in there so you guys can see. This, I love this trade. I even sent a tweet about it. But yeah, I just put in this flag pattern here and ended up breaking the inside bar and also the flag at the same time, and ended up taking it for only about 15 points. But that's what that's the trade that ended up taking on these accounts here and the personal account. So just a really nice trade. Why did I just get a message from... Oh. So I just got a message from Buellanox, but I remember I put in a ticket for something. Something to do with the affiliate. But yeah, just so... And then I placed a few trades that I don't quite remember. I was ended up trying to scalp a bunch of times, just trading this some evaluations and stuff. Some here, just little like 9 touches and things like that aggressively. And then on stream today, we just took the 701 bounce, just a psych level bounce, just for 12 points. We did that just 20 minutes ago. So yeah, I appreciate that, Steven. Yeah, it was a good day. We saw it correctly. Hey Dan Embens, what's up? Crazy in a Top Step live account. If you have 50k, even if you have Top Step X, you can only use up to 5 micros. You don't even get access to the same 10-to-1 you had in an XFA. Even if you have Top Step X, that's interesting. That must be new. That's weird. Yeah, that's very strange. That was the whole reason to use Top Step X. Well, and no daily loss limit, but to be honest with you guys, daily loss limits saved my ass all the time, so. Yeah, that's very strange, Dan. Huh. That's probably something new. So I definitely like the... So if I go back with Top Step, I'm just going to use what I normally use, which is Trade-Evate. I don't see any reason to use Top Step X. I like the Project X with Bulenox here, but which is the same thing as Top Step X, because they don't have Trade-Evate. So 14 users, 14 tickets in the giveaway, guys. Exclamation point Pine. We got Dan Emmons. We got Visible ID. John, which he left, but I know him, so if he wins, and I'll find him. We got myself, David Snyder, Sherry, TCG Andy, Brian Roberts, Butch, Bodine32, John King, No, Trader 205, and Darren J. Coach Fred, exclamation point Pine. Get it in there, buddy. Got Coach Fred in the house. Eddie, what's up? Mad Moxie, what's going on? What's going on, guys? Yeah, if you guys got PayPal, exclamation point Pine in the chat, please. We'll do a little giveaway. Just want to thank you guys for using my code Pine for Bulenox and Apex. I wish I had codes for My Funded Futures and Take Profit Trader myself, but I don't. I usually promote Methodical Man's code for My Funded Futures, which is MM, and Terry Trades 100. Terry Trades 100 for all caps. Take Profit Trader. My friend, so. Alright, Robert Taylor, you guys. Alright. Yeah, just please have Trapping to Trading, E-Trading. Eddie, got you. Robert Taylor. We'll give it about no more than 10 minutes, guys. We'll do the giveaway. Let you go about your Friday. Start the weekend. No, Butch, they've been around since 2022, Butch. Someone actually asked me on Twitter if they're new. They've been around for a while. Yeah, you can have three master accounts at once, and then once you get some past the trailing threshold, then you can add more, up to 11 total. Very similar to Apex as far as rules. They do have a better consistency, which is 40% consistency, I believe. Yeah. 148 on the 50Ks Butch. But the evaluations that I traded today, because I blew a couple, but thankfully they were only $15. But I got one passed, and I got this one that's halfway to being passed, so. Trade-A-Vate, I haven't had any issues, Steven. Nope. Not lately. Knock on wood. But yeah, it's I've been using Trade-A-Vate since 2021, Steven, so I very rarely have that many issues with them. Hey, Stargazer. Exclamation point pine in the chat, Stargazer. If you got PayPal, take some of my money. I made some money today, so. How you doing, Stargazer? Yeah, so Dan Emmons in the chat was saying something. Let's see, let me go back. He said that if you have the 50K in a Top Step Live account, if you have a 50K, even if you have Top Step X, you can only use up to 5 micros. You don't even have access to the same 10-to-1 ratio you had in XFAs. Oops. And that's what Dan Emmons had said in the chat. Yeah, for live, yeah. Which is, that's the first I've heard of that, so yeah, might be some more changes coming. And if you're, I did talk about this earlier, I'll just talk about it real quick before we do the giveaway. Just pull it up here real quick. I just talk about this real quick, just for my peeps, because I don't want you guys to get caught in the mess or something. But yeah, so Top Step X, do not hedge the evaluations. And I mean, just don't do it. That's one of the things that they're banning people for. And unfortunately, from what I hear, is this guy, I don't know anything about him. I don't know a thing, but from what I hear, because Michael Patak ended up commenting it down below too, is that this guy ended up getting to a payout. They denied his payout and then said that he, hedged a evaluation and they failed him. A combine. And they denied his payout. So, keep that in mind, guys. Just, I don't want you guys to get caught. I'm not saying you guys do that, but I am a degen, so I've been known to get through evaluations as fast as possible to get to a payout. So Dan Emmons, Top Step Live accounts are 1-to-1 micro to mini. Okay, good to know. Oh, you did, Stargazer? Nice. Yeah, we're going to do a little giveaway just for the peeps. We're just going to give it 2 more minutes, guys. Get your exclamation point pine in the chat if you haven't already. Smash the like button too if you guys can for me. That really helps out the channel. And it's a little thank you for using my code PINE on Bulanox and Apex this week. They've been running sales all week. So, and you guys have been using my code. And so I've been getting a little bit of affiliate money. So I just want to give back to you guys. And we are approaching 600 subs too, so pretty awesome. But yeah, we'll give it 3:02 and we'll hit the stop button. That way you guys can go about your day. And J Money, we made lots of money today. It was good. Very good day, J Money. Thank you for asking. Passed a bunch of evals. Made a bunch of money on the funded. Made some money on the personal account. So it was a good day. Exclamation point Pine in the chat, J Money. If you got PayPal. Gotta have PayPal, guys. It's the only thing I got right now. Doing a $30 giveaway. Just as thank you guys. What else should I get, guys? Real quick. What else should I get to do giveaways? Cash App, probably? Like a Cash App? I don't have Cash App or something, but I think that's probably one that everyone uses. J Money. I think they banned that stuff in Maine. I can't even do it in the meme con. Now Cash App. Alright, I'm going to do Cash App next time. But yeah, just exclamation point Pine. Get it in here. I'm going to hit the button. Dylan, you didn't type it in right. And Venmo. Now you guys are pushing it. Dylan, you didn't type it in right. See if I can get Dylan in here. There you go, buddy. Alright, we're stopping it. 3, 2, 1. Closing entries. And the winner is... Oops, I picked 2 winners. John's not here. Coach Fred. Coach Fred in the house. John said he left earlier, so. Congrats, Coach Fred. Actually, Coach Fred, you're on Discord, right? This will be easier on Discord, just because I kind of know you. You're on Discord, right? Are you Coach Fred on Discord? I gotta start my own Discord, guys. All right. Send me an email there, Coach Fred. Just send me an email with your PayPal address and a three-digit code, and come back and say it in the chat. That way I know it's you. Hey, Elena, what's up? We did great today, Elena. How did you do? I'll just pull this over here, pull the chart back up here. Still just down here below that 700, which is interesting. Coach Fred, OG, big supporter of the channel, makes me happy. Oh, nice, Elena. Love to see it. Very tough day to trade, for sure, for some. But just wait till I get the email before you say anything in the chat, though, Fred. Yeah, oh, yeah, well, those overnight sessions can be tough. Gold was fun last night. I was slinging around some gold last night after I got off stream. All right, Fred, what was that code? All right, buddy, I got you. I got you. Congratulations, Coach Fred, and thank you for the support. I know you are one of the ones that uses my code Pine, so appreciate that. So we'll hang out for a little bit longer, guys. If you want to hang out, that's fine. If not, it's cool too. Market's really not doing nothing. It's just kind of right now it's consolidating right down there below 700, which is kind of interesting. I'm gonna try to get Fred taken care of here. And we will do more giveaways eventually, guys. We did 2 last week for thank you, and like I said, it was a pretty good week. So trying to give back. So last time, guys, TCG Andy, if you're still in the chat, I ended up sending it to the wrong TCG Andy, which kind of sucked, but All right, Fred, sent. Yeah, yeah, TCG, yeah. It's funny. It was my bad. I didn't put in the full address. Hey, Husk, how's it going, buddy? What happened to our, Oh, I had my laptop open. Just kicked me out. Awesome, Fred. Good to see it, man. Hey, Stock Tiger, what's up? Yeah, Huska. Sorry you're not feeling well, but I'm just getting over a cold myself. Yeah, it was a nice green day for us today. Nice green day. Trader 205. So the first thing I would have done, I actually get this question a lot, is I would never have. This doesn't really have anything to do with trading itself, but I would have never invested my own money, or I would have never put money into my own personal account and traded it, because I didn't know what I was doing when I first started trading. I ended up putting $10,000 into a TradeEvade account and I blew it. And psychologically, trying to make back those losses just affected my trading so much that, you know, I ended up just losing more money and more money and more money. So I would have started with a cheap prop firm. You know, the cheapest evaluations I can get, like Apex or Beelanox, like Beelanox $15, you know, things like that. Practice on that with a little skin in the game. And then once I was starting to get payouts, this is what I would have done. Then I would have put money in my personal account like I do now. You know, because it really affected my trading. Because I'm like constantly trying to get back those losses. And then for years, it just affected me. Brian Roberts, can you explain what you do for payouts on Apex? Where do the funds get sent? Checking account. It's been a long time, Brian, but my Apex payouts go right to my bank account. So it's like ACH, right to my checking account. It's been a long time. I think the process probably changed by now, Brian. But yeah, Husk, I'm still dealing with it. I'm chewing on a cough drop right now. Still got like a dry cough. How was your day, Stock Tiger? So yeah, you just go to here. Request a payout method on Apex, Brian. Here, and then you go down here, and I would imagine you kind of click on that or something. It's been so long, Brian, since I've done this that it might have changed. This says it's been updated 1 day ago, so. But yeah. Yeah, they might. I mean, it might send you a link, Brian. But yeah, they send ACH payments to bank accounts. Hey Donna, what's happening? Good to see you, Donna. Traded 205. Yeah, I have a small personal account that I trade to, and when I lose, I start over trading and forcing trades to make back losses. Yeah, I mean, like that was a big mistake that I made, was trading a personal account before I was profitable. It really was. I did not have the discipline, and it really hurt me financially. It hurt me way back. I mean, there was from 2021 to now, like I had to take a break, like in 2022, 2022. I had to take a break and go back to work, and because I lost so much in my personal accounts. So yeah, when I say like it took me 3.5 years to get a payout, that's because I really wasn't trading prop firms seriously at the time. I started with Top Step back in 2021, June of 2021, and I actually got to a live account with them, because back then they didn't have sim funded, and so I ended up going on the live markets back in 2021, and then it wasn't until 3.5 years later that I actually got a payout, and it was with Apex, believe it or not. So, but I would take breaks, in between, and I wasn't trading full time like I do now. Like right now, this is like my full time income, and so, like this week, we made pretty good money on the personal account, but I was still getting back losses that I had endured at the end of last month. And last month we started $4,000 up in the personal account, in January, and then I got overconfident and the market came back and humbled me, and then they ended up losing most of that money and going down, and then now I'm up like $500 in the personal account for the year, which is not great, but hey, we're back out of the red. And while, and then on the personal account, I barely take trades. Like today, that was one trade. And then while we're working on payouts, like this account right here is eligible for a payout. We ended up taking 2,400 over the last 2 weeks from my Take Profit Trader. We ended up taking about 2,500 from Tradeify, maybe a little more. Apex, we got a payout this month. It was small, $500, but like I'm using them both. I don't know, that was a lot of talking, but so I'm like, but yeah, I wish I never opened up a personal account. I probably lost $15,000 of personal money within a month. And I will never forget my first futures trade that I took on a personal account. And I lost, it was an NQ trade, and I lost $500 on that very first trade of real money. And I was like, oof. And like, I don't have a lot of money, guys. Like, I'm not a rich guy. I have very humble beginnings. That was like a lot of money. And I've been hooked ever since. Glutton for punishment, I guess. Yeah, Husk, 100%. I'm with you. No problem, Brian. Yeah, Trader 205. I tried to show you like a lot. I mean, over 500 of you watch my monthly recap video that I 100% was influenced by Methodical Man, because he does the monthly recaps and showing, his net profit. And so many streamers and stuff will just show the payouts. But like, I know that some of us newcomers, the rookie class. Even Stock Tiger talks about his net profits for the year and stuff. And Methodical Man will tell you, like, this is what I spent on evaluations. This is what, so many people just show you the payouts without showing you what they spent on evaluations. Now, you get $60,000 payout. I highly doubt that or a $100,000 payout or a $600,000 payout. You're not spending $600,000 to get those payouts. So I'm not trying to take anything away from people. I'm just trying to make it like this is reality, I'm not trying to be some guru YouTuber. I'm just trying to show you. I'm just trying to hang with you guys and just show you what I do on a daily basis. And we're kind of doing this stuff together, Kind of like the everyday guy, Just the normal guy. So. Oh, you lost 3 accounts, Donna? I'm sorry to hear that, yeah. No, Sergio, I'm not. I am not. Not married. No kids either. But yeah. Hey, Pro Trader Mike, what's going on? But yeah, Trader 205, I mean, for like last year and stuff, I was door dashing and everything else to try to pay for evaluations. Until I started getting consistent with payouts and stuff, it was, no, probably not, Tiger. Probably not. No, we probably could have if I didn't go on tilt 2 days ago. I ended up going tilty Stock Tiger and blowing that stupid the Take Profit Pro account and everything else. Thanks for the sub, Pro Trader Mike. So basically, like my strats, I use bear flags, bull flags, inside bar breaks, that kind of stuff. I have some mechanical strats that I use. I actually know who you are, Pro Trader Mike. You have a YouTube channel too. But yeah, just that kind of stuff. I basically try to keep my charts pretty clean on the 5-minute chart. I'll trade a little YM as well. And we traded a little gold the other night just because gold is moving so much. And then I have been trading a little bit of Apex oil with Apex. I kind of have this account down here that I've been trading with oil, but yeah. All right, cool, man. Yeah, Donna, no, I hear you. Asian markets look tough sometimes, and I've gone. One thing about the Asian markets is that I hate is when you get down in the Asian markets and then you come back and try to make up for the losses when it comes to the next day, the next morning. That's the worst. I don't know how many times I've been sitting there in an Asian market or something and kind of get down and then go, man, I shouldn't be trading this, and then having to dig yourself out of a hole or something the next morning. It's the worst. But yeah, Pro Trader Mike, I'm just kind of like a 5-minute bar by bar trader. I look for scalps, and I have some bigger plays that I like to do with the YM. I like to look for longer plays. I didn't trade that this morning, but YM did look nice and clean. Yeah, Donna. Yeah, it's tough, especially on a Friday. But you know what? It's like some of my best ideas and reflection points have come from Friday blow-ups. Over the weekend, it's kind of sucks, but then come Monday morning, you're ready to go again. After you said, I'm not gonna do that again, but yeah. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm gonna call it there. I mean, really nice stream, really nice week of streaming. So, congratulations, Coach Fred, on the little giveaway. I really appreciate you guys using my code PINE for Apex and Bulanox. Like I said, Take Profit Trader won't give me an affiliate code. They've denied me 4 times, and neither will My Funded Futures. So really appreciate you guys using my code PINE on Bulanox and Apex. But if you are using My Funded Futures, use code MM for Methodical Man, big supporter of my channel, and Terry Trades 100 for Take Profit Trader. A friend of mine, trader, and small YouTuber, and has a pretty big following on Twitter. So, but have a good weekend, guys. Thanks, Husk. I hope you feel better, bud. Hopefully by Monday or Sunday night, I'll be over my cold. I'll probably get on, I don't know, Visible ID. They just won't give any newcomers affiliates, so. Imagine being short this morning, getting stopped out, and then blowing your account, and then the market dumps like it did. Yeah, I know. This is one of those make or break days for sure, pro trader. Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah, I know. I caught a small piece of the dump. Same with yesterday when we had that big dump. I think I caught 20 points of it off this. So I think I caught 20 points and then continued the dump. But yeah, have a good weekend, guys. Peace out. Enjoy the weekend and stay safe. All that good stuff. I'll see you guys next week. Thanks.